Well, an East Maui no-kill animal sanctuary that's been around for 3 decades worries it may be forced to change its ways.
Nicknamed the Boo Boo Zoo, it's not like a traditional zoo and at one time was permitted as a wildlife rehab center for the state.
So exactly what is it, and does it have more than it can handle? KITV4's Catherine Cruz has more on the story.
If you talk to Sylvan Schwab, the Boo Boo Zoo is all about the will to live. A cancer diagnosis for his wife was behind it all. What started as pet therapy for her mushroomed into a wildlife rehabilitation center for the state, and then some.
We're doing the downtrodden, so to speak. We're taking in the orphaned, the injured, the distressed animals, and that's what we do. And that's all we ask of DLNR is to let us do that. Now this one here is blind. Even a blind bird can find the feeder.
The practice was that once the injured fowl was on the mend and ready to be returned to the wild, it was. The aviary is home to this barn owl. Another area houses several Hawaiian po'eo too. But there are other injured birds like this one who have become quite attached to their keeper.
I warned him about doing retakes, didn't I? Didn't I warn him about retakes? I said not everybody will do retakes. I know, but you will. I know.
While birds were the sanctuary's initial focus, over the years it added mammals, including deer. But releasing deer back into the wild, particularly in a protected watershed area, was an issue that Schwab said raised eyebrows. He recalled a stag they treated who jumped the fence and disappeared into the night.
He was gone for about 3 months. And then one morning I'm out in the yard scooping, and there he is standing out at the front gate, and he brought 2 doe with him. So not only are we not contributing to adding the mammals back into the wild, but we're pulling some out.
But if the refuge couldn't return the deer to the wild because of the threat to the environment, killing the animals wasn't something it felt it could do.
The deer are considered existing strictly to be killed, strictly to be hunted. And I've gotten to get to know them as individuals. And as individuals, they're just as sweet an animal as any that you'll ever find.
Schwab doesn't want to risk the sanctuary's no-kill nonprofit status, so Bambi and Company and Billy Goat Gruff and his friends get to live out their lives here. But the facility's permits are in limbo. The state's wildlife division is trying to determine what would best fit what the zoo does, and new state standards could mean changes. One concern is over the 100-plus cats housed at the facility, some who suffer from feline AIDS. Its limbo status has given the sanctuary time to work on developing materials to share some of the unconventional treatments in this one-of-a-kind animal refuge.
In the long run, it's probably a good thing that we were forced to do this because it's expanding our service to the community as well.
Uncertain times ahead for the Boo Boo Zoo, but all goes back to the will to live.
It's part of what we have to do in order to do it right, and we're going to do it right.
Reporting from Maui, Catherine Cruz, KITV4 News.
Well, to learn more about the Boo Boo Zoo or to see a slideshow of the animals living there, go to our website, KITV.com.